Day 1, eating raw chicken every day until I get a tummy ache. Day 2, Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, Day 6, Day 8, Day 9, Day 10, Day 11. The parasites have completely taken over my brain and my thoughts are no longer my own.
You're really doing it?
Yeah. Day 15, Day 21, Day 24, Day 27, Day 28, Day 31, Day 35.
Okay, so it's pretty common knowledge that eating raw meat will cause salmonella and E. coli, leading to diarrhea, vomiting, and fever and cramps and headaches. But despite this man named John decided he was going to push the envelope and try to eat raw meat every single day. Why? That's a good question. I have absolutely no clue. So when you look at this guy, the first thing that you would think is, okay, well, he's trying to do something shocking and go viral. And I mean, he is going viral, so it's working. But the more I looked into this, I started to realize that going viral, that's not his only motive here. This man is not only putting himself in extreme danger, grossing out millions and millions of people, but he's also encouraging people to eat raw meat, which could potentially get a lot of people sick.
Day 18, eating raw chicken every day till I get a tummy ache. Don't try this at home.
Oh my god, dude. Don't do the eggs too. Oh my god. Oh.
When you get chicken stuck in your teeth, you can use one of nature's toothpicks.
Okay, stop flossing. Okay, I'm done with this. Okay, so this guy knows what he's doing. He's doing this on purpose. You can tell that there is intent here. I mean, he clearly knows that if he does something shocking, like, for example, I don't know, just out of nowhere, eating raw chicken and then downing it with raw eggs. If he were to do that on camera, then he knows that that would go viral. He's endangering himself for clout. It's been scientifically proven that eating raw chicken and raw eggs too can cause like really bad food poisoning. Now I want to mention that eating raw meat doesn't necessarily mean you're 100% going to get salmonella and start vomiting out of your butthole or whatever. It makes the chances of that significantly higher than if you were to just cook the damn thing. Plus, I mean, it can't taste good. I mean, not only is he eating raw meat in this video, he's not even like seasoning the meat. So he's just eating raw, unseasoned meat with raw eggs. The only thing whiter than unseasoned chicken is raw, unseasoned chicken. Now, there is safe ways to eat raw chicken. According to the NSW Food Authority, the steps you can take to eat raw meat safely are: make sure the meat is very fresh. Only buy the raw meat from reputable butchers who understand how the meat will be consumed. And prepare and consume as soon as possible after slaughter. Now, while I believe he is doing all of those things now, you see, this isn't John's first rodeo. This is not his first series eating raw meat. I'm not even kidding. Back in his first series, he didn't actually get it from a farm that he like 100% trusted. He got it from Whole Foods. You see, his original series was on YouTube, and the title of it was Eating Raw Meat Outside of Whole Foods Every Day Until I Die from Bacteria. Very grim and very long title. And this series actually showed his entire raw meat journey, I guess you would call it. In day 1, he actually tried his first bite of raw meat.
That's gonna take some getting used to.
What do you mean this is gonna take some getting used to? You don't have to get used to it. Put it on the damn grill. What are you doing? Now, in the videos, he does say,
don't try this at home,
which is good. That's very good, because you shouldn't try this at home. Don't try this at home. But I don't know that he really means that. You see, he says that, but I honestly think he only says that so his videos don't get restricted. You see, since the start of this series, he's had some trouble with Instagram restricting his videos just because, you know, he's showing himself doing dangerous things. He's showing himself eating raw meat, which is inherently dangerous to do, we've found. And so I honestly think that the reason he says don't try this at home is just because he doesn't want his videos to get taken down. Because if you look at his captions and if you look at his stories, it paints quite a different picture. On day 14, where he blended an orange with, a slab of raw chicken and then drank it, he said the following: I've learned so much in this time as an Instagram scientist. So far, I've had no symptoms of liquid dookie or aching tummy. I actually love having diarrhea, so I wouldn't mind it, but not yet. I've had 1 or 2 doctors say, you're stupid, but they are science haters. If you see something that goes against your beliefs, a real scientist would wonder why and ask questions. I get where he's coming from. Science changes, and immediately dismissing someone challenging the current understanding kind of goes against the whole idea. So he's got a good point there. there. But you gotta understand that we found this can be very dangerous if it's not done correctly. And you showing yourself literally doing it with no consequences is gonna convince other people to try it for themselves. And if they don't understand the safety measures that they might need to take to actually, not get food poisoning, then people are gonna get sick from this. Okay, so this is my favorite video he's done so far that I've seen.
Day 6, eating raw chicken every day until I get a tummy ache.
Okay, he does this every day. It's cool. Yes, place that right down on the switch, right? Just like that. Oh, John. Oh, John. Oh, John, why? This is so nasty. You struggling there, John? You okay? Such an unnecessary amount of eggs. The video got 3.3 million views. Is it worth it? In this video, not only does he eat raw chicken down like a whole half gallon of eggs at least, but he also just even the subtle things. When he was done eating out of his chicken, he sat it down on top of a Nintendo Switch screen. Why else would you do that other than to make people mad, make people comment about it? So he clearly knows what he's doing. He's trying to mess with them. He also posted a video where he pretended that he got sick from it.
Day 19. I'm not doing so good because I haven't had my chicken yet.
I have your medicine.
The doctor.
You're gonna be okay.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
That's right. Start from that end.
Oh my god, he brought in some eggs.
Get your slonkers.
You gotta drink some eggs to wash down the raw chicken that you just ate, bro.
I think you're gonna be okay.
This is another great example of him leading into the absurdity of the whole thing. I mean, he's also just a really funny guy. I think he's a funny guy. Let's watch his most popular one. Let's see. This one with 16 million views.
Day 3, eating raw chicken until I get a tummy ache.
I wonder why this one went so viral. Oh my god. Oh yeah, wash it down with some raw eggs. I mean, he's getting a lot of views off of this. Is this what he does for a living?
Day 79 of eating raw chicken every day until I get a tummy ache. Honey? Hey, dinner's ready. If you wanted to come down, you... Honey. Shut up. I'm working. Can't you tell?
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Sorry, guys. Back to it.
I genuinely think this guy's funny, and I mean, he makes me sick, but I don't hate the guy. I think he's very funny, and he actually seems very nice. But that makes it even sadder watching him do this every single day. And yes, I do follow him on Instagram. The fact that I like him makes it sad because I watch him every single day do extremely gross and dangerous things for views. I don't want him to hurt himself trying to up his last video. Stay safe, John. Okay, so while it's clear that he's definitely leaning into the absurdity of it for views, I genuinely don't believe that that's his only motive. I literally could not pick up a better time to film this video. I'm literally about to hit 5,000 subscribers on video. Alright, so remember his first series that I mentioned earlier? That series went on for 181 days, and it was not nearly as successful as his current series. Now, it's clear why his first series didn't explode. I mean, the title was way longer, the videos were like 20 minutes sometimes, and they were filmed vertically, but plus it just wasn't as snappy. Like his new stuff, limited to 60 seconds because it's on Instagram. You see the video, you see him do some gross stuff, and then the video ends. But on this other series, you get to delve into his thoughts a lot more. He talks about why he's doing this a lot more, and he goes into more detail. So it's interesting, but I'm not gonna watch the whole 20-minute thing. I'm gonna watch the minute version where he's just doing the gross part that I clicked for. So it makes sense. He also just didn't lean into the absurdity of the whole thing as much. I mean, there's one where he puts raw meat and uses it like it's an ice cream cone. That one's pretty nasty. Other than that, he didn't really lean into it that much, other than the fact that he was just eating raw meat in public. That's like the whole spectacle here. The most popular video in this series, though, is day 27. It's the day when someone finally confronted John on his behavior. While the lady is a bit of a yapmeister, she wasn't a Karen about it. Like, she didn't, freak out at him. And to be honest, he didn't freak out at her either. He was very good in the whole situation. He kept his composure.
Oh my god.
You really doing that?
Yeah. It's amazing. It digests better for me. It's like, I'm doing it partly because it's just ridiculous, but I'm reading a lot of books on how people having raw enzymes in their diet is really healing to them.
Honestly, they both went about it in some of the best ways that I've seen. She came in, she was like, look, I get what you're doing, you're doing it. I've heard good things about this diet, and, I'm not dismissing you or anything. I'm just saying that You should try to, like, you know, incorporate some veggies with it. You shouldn't just eat it alone. Like, you should respect the animal more. And that was basically her whole point. And he sat there and he listened. He acknowledged her. He nodded his head. He made eye contact. He acted like the camera wasn't there, and he raw steak in hand the whole time. And she eventually walked away. So I mean, I gotta give John credit here. He seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah, you've got great energy. I'm trying to get that energy.
I mean, when she walked away, he talked about the stuff that she said that he didn't agree with and why he didn't agree with it, which is like the best way he could have done that. At this point, he was still eating meat from Whole Foods, so he wasn't doing it the safe way yet. In this video, actually, the lady pointed out that he should at least be eating meat from places that he trusts, and he actually agreed with her.
I think I need to get it from like a farm that I trust.
If this was the most popular video in his series and it only got 46,000 views, then he was not doing this series for views. If you're eating raw meat, you'd think you'd want a little bit of extra views than that if that was your only motive. So then, if not for views, why did John decide to do this? Well, in this series, you get a lot more depth into the man himself due to the longer videos and just the more relaxed nature of this style. He also made a whole video about why he didn't eat raw meat, where he basically just showed a bunch of like old clips and like, you know, explanation things and books that he's read and stuff like that, and just explained how he came to the conclusion that not only this was a safe diet, but it was the one that he wanted to do for himself. I genuinely believe that he eats raw meat in his everyday life. I think he just believes in the benefits of it, and he wants to spread the word of that. And that's really why he's started these series. Oh my god, 5 left? Dude. Oh my god, okay, 3 away. This is so cool. This is absolutely insane. Guys, I mean, the support on the last video was absolutely amazing. Like, it's almost up to 100,000 views at this point, and I really, really want to say that I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every single person who left me a comment saying happy birthday, and every single person who told me that they enjoyed the video, and it's like the start of my YouTube career, and I really, really appreciate everyone who subscribed. And oh my god. We just hit 5,000 subscribers, baby. Let's fucking go. So, all right. So what were we talking about? We were talking about why he does it. Yeah, okay. So I think that he does it not only because he actually believes in this raw meat diet. I think that he thinks that it's a good diet, it has good benefits, and he thinks the benefits outweigh the risk, at least in his situation. And if he thinks that and he wants to do the diet, then I say by all means let him do that. And I also think that it's partly out of spite. He always talks about it in his captions like, they told me I can't do it, everyone keeps saying I can't do it, they keep saying you're gonna die, you're gonna get sick, you're gonna blah blah blah. He keeps saying like, doctors tell me that it's bad and stuff like that. I think that part of him just wants to do it to prove everyone wrong. It's clear that in his first series, he really tried to dive into the benefits of this diet more, but due to the format that it was in and the way that he went about packaging it, it wasn't going to do as well as this one is. But I think that in his attempts to make it more viral and to reach more people, which he's definitely succeeded in, I think he's lost a lot of the heart and a lot of the actual message that he's trying to spread. And that's where my real problem here comes into play. I was going to do a pull-up to impress my now 70% female audience, but then I remembered I can't do pull-ups. So Instagram's in the description, ladies, if you want to hit me up. No, but for real, guys, it's about 6 hours later. I had to go to work. While I was at work, I was blowing up. Remember how I just hit 5,000 subscribers? Things have changed. Over 6.7 thousand. Thank you, guys. All right, so if you're doing it right, raw meat diet can have benefits, but if you do it wrong, it could have some pretty rough consequences. The potential benefits of doing the raw meat diet are gives you more energy and better digestion. So I mean, you make your own decisions here, but personally, it doesn't seem worth it to me. Now, I'm not gonna act like I'm like a professional here. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I haven't like done that much research into this video. I'm just some like stupid 17-year-old kid copying on the internet, yapping about a thing I learned from one Google search. So I'm not trying to act like I'm a professional here, but if the majority of health professionals and everyone that I've ever known tells me that if you eat raw meat, you're going to suffer an awful night, diarrhea is going to be flowing out of your ears, then I'm not going to eat any raw chicken. I don't think it's worth it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something I don't know. Okay, so more energy and better digestion. Couldn't you, like, I don't know, drink an extra Monster and, like, eat some more fiber? I mean, I don't know. I'm probably stupid. That's probably not how this works, but, I mean, that's what I'd prefer. So John did his own research, and he decided that it was was the diet for him, which is fine. Not for me, but it's fine. You can do that if you want to. He's doing it the safe way. He's happy with it, and he wants to spread the word of his diet because he truly believes that there's big benefits and that they outweigh the downsides, and he wants to share it with the world. He thinks everyone else should do it too. That part, I don't really have that much of a problem with. My issue with this entire situation, this whole fiasco, whatever you want to call it, is that he's spreading the word of his diet, but he's not doing it in a safe manner. While sure, maybe he wants to prove that you can eat raw meat safely and it has actual benefits. Maybe that's what he's trying to prove, and I think it is. I think that's his main motive here. But the way that he's gone about it, the way he's packaged his series, it's all shocks. It's all for clicks. It's all there to be successful, which is okay. But he really loses the whole message of his series in doing that. If you watch this video where he's eating raw chicken and then drinking a gallon of eggs, you're gonna say, oh my God, ew, what the heck? And then you're gonna keep scrolling. Where's the message coming in? And for some people, they're not just gonna scroll past it like, ugh. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, this changes things for me. People are gonna see these videos, see that he's eating raw meat with zero consequences, and then think that it's okay to just do it themselves.
Day 36. Eating raw chicken every day till I get a tummy ache.
I don't even have to cook my food anymore? Dude, that's such a time saver. I think I have some raw beef in my fridge right now. I'm gonna go eat that shit. I can't believe I used to waste all that time cooking my food. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Ooh.
I mean, John's message isn't raw meat diet can be a very beneficial thing if done correctly. It's look at me, I'm eating raw meat, ha ha ha, funny. But also, in the caption, I'm gonna say that it's really, this is important, this is where I get it from, is also, most of the people aren't reading that whole paragraph caption. But for real, like people seeing these videos every single day in their feed of this guy eating raw chicken every single day and seeing absolutely no consequences, people are going to take that at face value and just think it's okay to start eating raw meat willy-nilly, and they're not going to understand that there's certain precautions you kind of need to take unless you want to be extremely sick. So that's really my real problem here, is that though he's verbally saying I don't encourage this behavior, he's not really discouraging this behavior. He's still showing himself proving this thing wrong and then not really going into depth to explain why it's not giving him a tummy ache, at least not on face value. And while I don't think that John is at all a bad dude, love you John, I do think that the way that he's chosen to package his videos, it might do more harm than good. Now, I don't blame him for packaging it this way. I think that it makes sense. I mean, it's doing very well. I doubt he's gonna change it just because this nerdy 17-year-old told him that it's wrong. Actually, you're morally incorrect in this situation. I just don't want to see salmonella cases skyrocket because of this bozo. I wish you the best, John, okay? Please don't get wrapped up in all this fame. And seriously, if something does happen to you, if you get sick, keep going, man. I think you're funny, and I don't want to see you get hurt over some stupid shit like this. Thank you guys so much for all the fucking support on the last video. It's been absolutely mad. I'm gonna be pumping out videos for you guys, and I really, really appreciate it. I can't stress that enough. If you made it this far into the video, I don't know, comment like John, you little bozo, and I'll try to heart every single comment that says that. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the support, and be sure to drop a little sub and go check out my Stanley Cup video if you haven't seen it. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.